Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just about noon in Honolulu. 6 o'clock in New York. It is Wednesday, May 20th, 2020, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. We had moderate moves in the precious metals in unison with a strong stock market, which means that the stimulus as well as the monetary policy of the Fed is moving both of those markets to the upside as they have in the past. Today we're going to focus on gold as well as silver in our technical studies, but first to the price board. The market has just settled. It is 10:30 in Honolulu, meaning 4:30 in New York, and gold is currently trading at $17.50, up about $4.40 on the day. When we look at spot pricing, that gained about $2 at $17.47 and change. Platinum gained 5% today. So that was a pretty hefty gain, $44 at $934.40, and palladium gained about $80 at $21.54. Silver also showed a small gain today of about 0.7% and is currently above $18. It's the first time we've seen that in quite some time at 18.02 cents, and that was all aided by a fractionally weaker U.S. dollar at 99.18. Let's take a look at our technical studies. A combination of the Federal Reserve minutes being released today, as well as testimony yesterday by Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and Chairman Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve, we see gold rising at the same time as U.S. equities have had substantial gains. That is become a typical reaction to a loose monetary policy by the Federal Reserve and massive stimulus by the Treasury Department. Currently, we have the market standing at about 1750.5, and today we did see the market have first a higher high as well as a higher low and a higher close compared to the open. But as you can see by this single candlestick, we're still looking at resistance that's sitting at approximately 1765, and we have this next top at 1775. That's really short term that we have to overcome. I really believe that the brass ring in terms of resistance right now sits at 1788 because that is the high of the year right here, the top of wave 3. In terms of support, we are looking at a 240-minute candlestick chart, and in red I've drawn in our basic support areas. I believe that we have major support still sitting at 1715. However, our first level of minor support comes in at around 1726, and that is based upon this bottom that came in just recently. We also can say that we've seen somewhat of a rounded top right here, and that's telling us that the market is consolidating, and all things being equal, I would expect the consolidation to resolve itself with a upside move to challenge that first level at 1765. My recommendation is to maintain your current long position as well as your current stop. And traders, I think it's essentially important to look at silver. Silver has made some grand moves recently. I believe that the rationale behind it is moving at some points as a safe haven asset, but also when we see gold decline and the equities markets rise, it acts as an industrial metal. So for that reason, when we look at recent activity, we can see that over the last 4 or 5 trading days, it has basically climbed from about 1550 to current pricing just above 18. Now, what is substantially important is the fact that there was resistance at 1735. That is the 78% Fibonacci retracement level. You can see that it broke it on Monday. Yesterday, it opened there but closed higher, and today we do have a small gain with a higher high and a higher low. Traders, the next level of resistance has to be about $19, and that is based upon this top. That came in the middle of February at 1894. Traders, lastly, I do want to cover Bitcoin futures. For complete information, click on the Bitcoin button that is in the upper right-hand screen. The chart you're looking at was created by Joseph Wagner, who has been doing our blog for Bitcoin. What we're seeing here is that it has been in a defined upward channel for about the last 10 weeks. You can see that here and here, where we've had this market really move from a low of 4,200 to current pricing just below 10,000. What is noteworthy is the harmonics that come in roughly at 90.249. If it holds that area, according to this technical study, we should see the price go higher. And if we see it break above this long-standing deep resistance line here, we could see it go to 11, maybe even 12,000. For more information, look at the Bitcoin section that's available to you. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the next daily update and review. Bye-bye.